Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Simply Colorful Fibercast, the 51st episode of this year of 2020. Welcome. Today's date is December 18th, 2020. My name is Lynn Marquidant, and I'm your host. And I want to say hello to Becca in Georgia. I'm so glad you're there. If you're on YouTube, comment, say hi, tell me what you're doing. If you are on email, send a picture to lynn@simplycolorful.com and we'll show it here. And we're basically 1 week away from Christmas. And I thought for sure I'd be doing scrap quilting. In fact, I see there's blue here from my scraps that's in the way of the camera. But instead, I have a Christmas finish that I have to do. I'm making 2 pillowcases. And I also wanted to show everyone the camping quilt that we talked about last time. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Right now, I literally am, and I know it's not red, white, and blue, and I'm sitting on something, but I have 2 pillowcases to make for Addie. And the fabric came from Spoonflower, the front fabric, and the back fabric is a fuzzy fabric. So, and her name is on both of them. So I have one more or a couple of more sets of stitches on one of them, and then I thought I would finish the other one. And then if we have time, we'll go back into scrappy quilting. Hi, Carol. Yes, Carol, thank you for sending the snow. I sure did. Yeah, thank you. We got about a foot, I'd say. And it was the nice fluffy stuff, so it was relatively easy to clean. Bob is a saint. I must say, I give him a hard time, both actually and in my head, but he really is. He is a good guy. And he, what did he do? He snow plowed or snow blew all of the snow here. And then, and the neighbor across the street, who's out there? If you need more, no, Carol, we're good for now. But I bet because I know you're the giving sort, I think you're going to give us more. Hey, Chris. Hi, I'm so glad you're out there. Thank you for the package. I haven't opened it. I'm so excited. Hello, Sue. Busy binding the Harmony quilt, 2 sides and a little bit done. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm happy that you have it and we're not chasing the mail. I have to tell, and I thoroughly enjoyed the drive up to Dover, by the way. I hadn't been there in years. In fact, Chris Myers, I drove up to Dover, New Hampshire a couple of days ago up to Sue's house. And that was really fun. Jean's out there too. I notice you. I see you. Where's my... I see you, Jean. I see you, Carrie and Anne and Allie and Julie. I see you all. Becca. I see you all. Angela, Sherry. Okay. So anyway, I drove up to Dover, and I'm so glad that we did that, Sue. And we have 2 quilts that came from Penn State. So I don't know if my sister's on yet, but KB, the mail coming from Pennsylvania. Thank goodness you sent your things so early. And yours, oh, that's not true. I think I'm still waiting for one from you too, right? Because I got your quilts, which are amazing, by the way. Amazing. And so I'm waiting for 2 quilts from Penn State. Kate Can Quilt has made them. And we need to find them. Oh, I have an itch in my eye. But, hi, Carol Oulette. Hello, hello. Are you on vacation possibly yet? I hope so. Oh, and you'll notice I got my baby back, and I keep going to use the presser foot up and down. I have to get used to these newfangled things again. Oh, I have to change my foot like that. That wouldn't happen on my Janome. I love that Janome too. I love this one too, though. Man, I've done a lot of labels this week. And all but one of the t-shirt quilts have been delivered. I have one more to deliver on Monday for little James, and this is his sister Addie. So I'm making extra long pillowcases. And right now I'm just finishing the French seams because I want, of course, these to be washable. So what are you all doing? Are you getting ready for, oh, Dawn, hello, Dawn. Merry Christmas, thank you for your card. Knitting as you watch, that's excellent. Oh, Monty Pup, you're listening to us. Oh, that's awesome. I hope work hasn't been too busy. Well, what can I say about, what stories can I tell? Well, the best part of my job is delivering quilts. I like that a lot. Oh, and I found a new pantograph, by the way, that has soccer balls on it. It's by Vicki Massey. If anyone ever needs soccer balls with flames, here, let me see if I can show you a picture. I know it'll be little. You may not. You see those? They're kind of big. Big balls. Let's see. That's the front of it. And then this one, frogs. Can you see the frog there? This is like looking for camouflage. Hi, Mom. Can you see the frog? And I know, Monty Pup, you can't see that. You'll have to tune in tomorrow or come to Open Sew tomorrow. So any patrons, any Simply Colorful patrons, I would love to see you at Open Sew. It's very casual, and we never have more than maybe 9. Is that right, Karen? So it's a good intimate group, and oh boy. Now I've been sewing these French seams, believe it or not, 3 times, so that it's just like a flat, kind of like a serge seam, but even better. Chris Myers was the first one to introduce me to pillowcase making. It was a long time ago. Christine, remember when you made pillowcases for me to give to all of my nieces and nephews, and you put their names in the border, in the cuff? That was fun. One more, and then I'll turn it inside out and I'll show you. Hi, Linda Griffith. Well, hello, Sarah Kokanowski. Woo! Sarah, I need to put your name on one of these campers. I have Carrie Creswell's name here because she was watching when I was making it, and she has a camper quilt. So that's fun. I'll have to put your camper on. I'm so glad you're on, Sarah. Others, Jean and Christine Myers are on. Jean Birchman. Other people, Don Stewart from the Guild. We're quite envious of you being out there in the desert heat. I bet you didn't miss the more than a foot snow you would have had to shovel out for. Why, hello, Mary O'Connell. Buster has been the best puppy. In fact, Santa brought him a snowsuit, and Santa had told me about it, so I went under the tree and opened a gift for him early. I have a picture of him. I couldn't get a great picture of him. He's had a haircut. Oh, I can't believe. He is just the best thing that's happened in a long time. Here he is in his snowsuit. Oh, Mary. Thank you. Thank you for the gift of a dog. He's sleeping under there. Let's see. He's doing great, though. He's had all of his vaccines and his shots, and he's got his Seresto collar on him. He did test positive for Lyme, which wasn't a surprise. Genevieve had mentioned that, and his, I guess the titer has gone down, so they're happy with that. He's lost a little weight, and I've discovered, so in the past, my husband has always been the favorite of our dogs. And I always attributed it to the fact that I was busy working or whatever. I wasn't as attentive to them is probably the bottom line. Well, in addition to that, I've discovered my husband likes to feed table scraps to the dogs. No wonder they like him. So I've had to remind him that Buster is a bit smaller than his Labradors that he used to feed. And then I, as a result, don't feed him any table scraps because I don't want him to be overweight, because that would be a terrible shame to have to carry that weight around. And so the beat goes on. How's that for a big pillowcase? I guess Addie likes horses. So there we go. There's one. I'll give it a good press. And I'm okay with it being bigger. She might have a queen size pillowcase or pillow, and I guess it's better than being too small. Oh, who's out there? He is so cute, Mary. Oh, thank you, Sarah. He's on your feet, though. Cam shared his pillowcase with yours truly. Oh, isn't that nice, Carol? Carol Oulette, they're great gifts to make. Carol Bell, hi. Oh, good. Your wall hangings are so pretty. Oh, but you did give them today. Aw, now in hiding until Christmas Day. Do you believe we only have a week left? Yikes. I made some. Oh, Sue, thank you for the Stonehill Kitchen food. Those are, everyone we've opened has been delicious. The latest was fig and ginger. So if anyone goes to Stonehill Kitchen, I highly recommend. Everything I've ever had from them has been delicious. So there's this fig and ginger jam. And I got a recipe that was kind of like cream cheese bars with and I put the fig and ginger jam in it. Or almost like thumbprint cookies, but done in a bar format. Bear. And yes, there is a lot of butter in them, and some cream cheese, and flour and egg and vanilla, a little bit of salt. Very basic, but then you put 3/4 of it in your cookie sheet pan, you push it all down. It's in the Stop and Shop recipe book. And then you put this Stonehill Kitchen jam on, then a few little more of the dough. And then you cook it and you eat it. So thank you. Oh, that would Chubby stone wall kitchen. That is classic, isn't it? Clearly, I'm not a hired spokesperson, but thank you. Oh my goodness. So funny. If Karen's there, please thank her. Okay, so here is, remember a few weeks ago we did the episode on directional pillowcases? Well, I'm doing it again, and I'm about ready to make my burrito. And because it has this minky type stuff on the back, the burrito is really a big burrito. But I can do it. I have the wherewithal. Just trimming it down a little bit. Let's see, what else? So we're getting ready for Christmas, doing some holiday baking, just what I need. I'm going to have to reintroduce myself to vegetables after Christmas. And fruits, I don't even remember what a fruit looks like. Although I keep thinking fig. Isn't fig a fruit? Fruit has seeds, and figs have a lot of those seeds. That's the only thing I didn't like about it is the little Bob will eat raw figs or figs from, yes. Ask Pat for her recipe using the fig and ginger jam. Okay, I will. Thanks, Sue. Bob eats them raw, and I'll like every night he has maybe a fig or two and some raisins and a prune if he's living high, and he'll have some almonds, and he does eat very well. He knows what vegetables are. Anyway, he'll eat the figs, and I'll hear him crunching on the seeds. COVID is a wonderful thing. How is everyone doing with COVID? Oh, I hope you're continuing to figure it out. Crazy statistics. So, I'm making my burrito. Remember that part? And because this minky is so slippery, I use a lot of pins. Oh, Jean and Chris, I am so excited for the quilt retreat in 2022. It did crack me up that we had to look that I was being asked about dates in 2022. Although I guess our calendars are going to fill up. But right now, any date in January 2022 is open. Mary O'Connell, what are you working on? Every year I sew doggy beds for all pups. This year I stuffed my granddaughter's outgrown flannel nighties. They came out cute. Oh, that is very cute, Mary. What a good idea. You know, Mary, if I have extra batting, the little pieces of excess batting, if you could use that, I'm happy to drop it off with a smile. Genevieve brought one of the dog coats over that you had made. I think you had made it. And I used it as a pattern for my other coats, and I loved it. He still likes that one best, actually, because it's flannel, and I think it's very soft on him. So now I'm doing a basting stitch for my burrito. But what are we going to do in 2021, everyone? What can we do that's new and different? It'll be our 8th season. Maybe we have to think of something to do having to do with 8. I have wanted to make, speaking of numbers, I've wanted to make those felt 12-day of Christmas ornaments that I keep seeing floating around the internet. We'll see. Oh, and you know how next Friday is Christmas? And I think at one point I said I would do Fibercast on Christmas. I think what I want to do is make it be what I was thinking would be a cute thing is a game day decision. So I may come on or I may not. That way I won't stress myself out. Not that I really have been doing much planning with respect to our content on Fibercast lately. And for that, I am sorry. Oh, good, Linda. Yes. Thank you. Go to Patreon, patreon.com/simplycolorful. And we do open sews on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I've learned so much. We have Carol, the couple of Carols, and Anne call in from the UK and the Guernsey Isles, respectively. We have Leah, who comes from California. That would be super, Linda. Hi, Marcella in Little Rock. Have you been doing any more quilting, by the way? That quilt you made was spectacular and therapeutic. I hope you're doing well. I know holidays can be hard. I really do. Okay, now this was a little tricky last time. I'm making the burrito, and this Minky makes for a very fat burrito. Plus, my cuff on my pillowcase is smaller than usual because I didn't have much white fabric. See, so I make my burrito, and then I sew the cuff together. And then when I turn it inside out, voila! It's a clean thingamajig. So, Jean, when do all of your girls come home? Christine, how about you? I think my nephew might. I think he's applied to UNH, by the way. I think I heard that from my mother. Of course, Abby will be gone soon, right? What is she, a junior? So bad with this stuff. Yes, Becca. The Zoom call is tomorrow at 11 a.m. Same Zoom address. It's our Simply Colorful personal room. So once you learn that, any patrons, once you get that into your calendar or somewhere on your system, then you don't have to continually look it up every week and say, what do I have to do? It's just, you just click on that same URL. And I've set it up so that if you get there early, you can just go in. And honestly, sometimes we don't talk at all. I know that's hard to believe. Carol and Leah have a wonderful routine where I hear about it is because of their time difference. I mean, California and the UK, um, they sew into the night for Carol. So that's kind of fun. You can come and go for as little or as lot as you want. Kathy Klein, are you out there? I'm doing well. Yes, I'm sewing, just not great big quilts. Good for you. And I'm glad you're doing well. Yay. Linda, that's perfect. Yes, so Linda, on Saturdays it might be feel early to you. So it's 8. Yeah, it's 8 a.m. on Saturdays. But then well, tell me, maybe we need to do a night one. The Wednesday one is 3 p.m. Eastern, so that would be noon your time. So I guess that's a good point. We're definitely not catering to people who are working, which isn't really fair, because people who are working are making our world go around. Thank you. Okay, so I've made my burrito, and now I'm going to sew it again. And hopefully catch it and not get a pleat, you know. Hopefully keep it somewhat straight. Yep, so we had lots of snow on Thursday. Oh, I know, I was going to finish telling you about Bob. So we did all the cleaning here. Don't you know he gets a notice yesterday afternoon that one of the water heaters up in the Worcester property had failed. And I heard him. He was going to go borrow his father's truck, go, do it all himself. And he called in a professional. Aren't you proud of him? He called in a plumber. So anyway, he did that, but he was home by early afternoon. And he's still making gifts. He's discovered, did I tell everyone he's discovered resin? Yeah. So he had leftover resin from, he's got like 5 different gifts going. And I can't tell you about them because they might be for you. But anyway, he's got leftover resin tonight at about 5 o'clock. And the guys from the band are coming over, a couple of them. And they do the distance thing. They go around to the back of the house. Bob had to shovel the snow for them. Oh. But they're very considerate. They don't come up where I am at all. And so 5 o'clock, he's done, but he's got this extra resin. So he goes out to the garage and he finds some random piece of driftwood. And he sends me a picture. And he says he's going to put resin on it for a stocking stuffer. And it's all I could do not to write back and ask him, what is it for? But I want to encourage it, right? You want to encourage creativity. So can you see that? It's like a club. So Oh, good. I see you guys are chit-chatting. I'm so glad. Oh, Linda's not an early riser. I understand. But Wednesday will work great. 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 Does anyone from Australia join the 11 a.m. Zoom call? No, not yet. Maybe if Allie is on, ask her. No, they don't. Julie, I'd love to have you join. And so far, it's been everyone works on their own thing. And we talk about, babies that are coming and things that we're making for friends, the holidays. We do try to stay away from politics, talking about politics, but it's a nice group of people. Okay, just sewed my burrito. Dinner's almost ready. I'm going to drop off. Merry Christmas, Sarah. Yep, we'll stay safe, you too. Thanks for coming. Woohoo. Hi, Joanne. How much snow do we get? Southern Vermont got about 2 feet. I saw that. You hit the jackpot. We did not get that much. We were below that big swath. I think we got about 12 inches. That was remarkable. I'm not sure my sister's here. I wonder how much they got. I think my mother got some, but then it turned to rain. I'm just doing another row on this because I don't want this to fall apart. Okay, hopefully no pleats. Okay, let's turn this puppy inside out. Okay, Becca, your alarm is set. I'm psyched. I know it's early for you too, right? Is it 9 or 10 for you? Could do Wednesdays. I hope your new house is turning out just as lovely as you wanted it to be. I was so glad to hear that you had sold your old house. See how thick the burrito gets. Right. Okay. So there we have the cuff. turn this on. I'm going to show you what I did on this one. Is I did do a top stitch here and then here. So I think I'll do that again. Why, hello, Linda. Linda. Oh, and Angela. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Angela, this is the camper quilt. I remember thinking that I'd gotten myself in kind of deep on this quilt. And then I don't know if I lost interest, but you know, sometimes when you're doing a quilt, you just, you lose interest, or you just don't think, because there was a panel that was really neat that had all these campers on it. And I cut up the panel. I think I got the panel at MQX. Allie, I love that. That's honest. Oh, totally understand. Okay, so here's one. Just give that a good little press. We're going to press this and do some top stitching. How's that sound? Okay, I'm going to change my foot and do my top stitching. Everyone, Angela, thanks for finding it for us. It was worth it. Now I can use some of your ideas. Ooh. Okay. 10D, 10D. Okay. Yep. So next Christmas Eve, I'll probably be on, but I just wanted to set the expectation that I was going to have it be game day decision. And then we're into our 8th year. Oh, how I remember that cake that Jean and Christine brought for me, and Lima. I think Carrie too. It was wonderful. Very sweet. It's amazing how fast time goes. So anyway, we have to think about something new for 2021. And unfortunately, it can't be that we broadcast from Hawaii. We have to work within the constraints. I love this foot, 10D. And then I move my needle over, and it rides the channel and then does a nice top stitch. Today was a big day. I delivered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quilts today. How's that for a fun day? Okay, so now we are at about where we were with the other one when we first started this. This tab, as you know. Never mind. Next Friday is Christmas, so no Fibercast. Well, it's going to be a game day decision. I think most likely, let's say no. No, let's all enjoy Christmas. And then if by Christmas Eve I'm either, I may be itching to sew again, and I'll turn it on. How's that sound? And I'll let you know. If you want to know, be alerted, just click that little bell on YouTube. And then when I go live, you'll get a ding. As I know, Becca, you know. Becca, when are we going to get to go to Missouri Star again? Oh, it seems like forever when you and Gail were there in the downstairs room. Remember that? Gail was working on that really cool America quilt. And you were working on one of our mystery quilts that was really kind of cool to see. It was very cool to see you do. Okay. So now for these French seams, I sew the right sides, the wrong sides together, and then I trim it, and then I flip it inside out. Okay. Oh, change my foot. Oh, thank you all for keeping me company while I did this. I know it's not all that exciting because we just did a pillowcase a few weeks ago, but I really am glad to be getting it done. You should be proud of that quilt. 2022, okay, let's do it. Can you imagine all the traveling that people have been putting on hold? I never realized how much I enjoyed it. Not the work travel, but just looking forward to going anywhere with family and friends. Those are the highlights. Like going to Florida with my mother and sister and family as an adult to Disney. That was cool. Like going to Arizona to the Grand Canyon with Bob and with my mother. That was cool. And I'm sure you could list that. So here's the thing. In the next week, if you find yourself getting melancholy, think about some times that you have had that maybe did involve travel, or were different experiences that you'd like to try again. Maybe going to the museum, or going to a play, or doesn't hurt to think about these things. I'm going to do one more. Okay, now I'm going to trim it up, turn it inside out. Do we have time? Oh, we don't quite have time. Well, yes, Linda, we'll meet you there. We are going to Missouri together. Okay. Now, well, you know what? I don't think we have time. I think I want to let you all go. No, not in January, please. Okay, that's a deal. Because I already have a date in January to go to another retreat right here locally in Bolton at the Quilted Crow. Anyway. All right. How about February? No, I'm kidding. March, April, May. Happy holidays, Julie. And happy holidays to everyone. Yeah. And next Friday will be a game day decision. So if I don't see you next Friday, I will see you in 2021. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much for a great year. Bye. Merry Christmas, Mary.